No, but I thought we acquitted ourselves 5 in the periods in between the early goal in the first half and the early goal in the second half and then the third to the fourth reasonably well. I thought there were similarities there in the 2 games, Man City away last week where we acquitted ourselves. But it doesn't help, does it, when you're losing and that short of quality players that could maybe help us out going forward that we are at the moment. You're asking a lot of the players on the field to really test their defense and you're doing it from nil and never build to down. So you find you're asking questions of their character and I don't want to criticize them in any way in that respect. I think we took a few blows on the chin. We lost Scott Jan yesterday, so Damian Delaney has to get drafted in because Tompkins is sick. Every player Crystal Palace player at Manchester United rated in GIF format playing a left winger from Wolves. Bakary Sakho up front. The only centre forward we have. Loftus-Cheek is injured. The young boy Tim Fosu-Mensah, who did quite well at Man City, can't play. Wilf Zaha, Pape Souaré are still missing. We are the boxer who's fighting in a weight class that helps not able to perhaps handle at this moment in time. When you're playing Man City and Man United, you're going to take blows to the chin and get knocked down. But I don't think we stayed on the canvas. We tried to get ourselves up off there as best we can. Is it a case of getting through these tough games and then starting your job again to some extent? But funnily enough, I think the lessons we are learning in these games and the way the players are attempting to respond to the work and the messages, that could stand us in very good stead. We are not going to have 38 games against Man City and Man United, and at the moment these teams are winning heavily against everyone. If we can stop the players doubting themselves too much and keeping them positive and looking forward to the matches ahead, who knows, we might find at the end of the season we look back on this terrible spell and say it helped build our character to keep us in the division. Mata always scores against Palace. Is Sakho the answer for the next few weeks up front? Quite frankly, we don't have many options. You saw the young boy from Margate. Come on, Ladipo. It's his first Premier League game. He was signed from a non-league team a couple of years ago now, so HES never even had a sniff of first-team football in that time. He came on for 15 minutes, but that's really my choice at the moment, or else it's back to the 460 system where you don't play with any recognised centre-forward and you use one of your midfield players. That's the situation we find ourselves in. I'm not crying about it. I'm not complaining about it. I knew when I took the job that the centre-forward position was going to be a problem, because we had the misfortune not to get the signing we wanted through at the last minute of the transfer window. That's someone we've got to learn to live with, and maybe Zaha, who is a quality player, that would be a problem when I took the job. We have to live with it. Maybe. When Zaha, who is a quality player, comes back, he could give us a bit more potency up front alongside Andros Townsend. But I thought at times today there were periods in the game where our passing wasn't that bad and our composure on the ball was reasonable, but of course we didn't have that threat in the final third, and that was the problem. And we were playing against a team who have got enormous threats in the final third, especially with the strength of Marwan Fellaini and Romelu Lukaku, and the skill of Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, Juan Mata and Henrik Mkhitaryan. We were not just playing a team in our league, but quite frankly a team we knew were quite possibly out of our league, and we have to hope it was at least some sort of game. Does the sheer physical size of United make them difficult to play against? Yes. The work that Jose does with the team, we hope that one day we might be able to do the same with ours. But you need players who are prepared to work hard and run back, and there were moments we did that, but of course you can't press as high up the pitch as they can, because of the pace of their forwards. Fellaini scored twice. Of course he did. Fellaini has had some criticism. Do you think that has been unfair? I have always thought he was a good player, and I know David Moyes felt he was a good player, and I know Jose thinks very highly of him. I don't know who maligns him, but maybe he is quite happy as long as people like David Moyes and Jose Mourinho like him.